Hey everyone, I'm Kevin with JCR Off-Road. In today's video, we're going to be installing our engine skid that you see here on the bottom of a 2023 Ford Maverick. So before your new skid can go on, you obviously have to get the factory skid removed. For that, you want to start out with the 4 Torx head fasteners right here along the front. For that, you just need a T30 Torx. From there, the only thing holding the skid in now is going to be 6 hex head bolts that kind of run along the perimeter in basically mirrored locations from side to side. And for those, you'll need a 13mm socket. Now before you pull those down, you do want to make sure the skid is supported in some way. So I'm going to grab our transmission jack and get it up against the bottom of the factory skid here. With that in place, we can now safely remove all 6 of those fasteners. Make sure you save these because we will use them when installing our new skid plate. With the screws removed, as this comes down, you'll just need to make sure you kind of slide it back to free it up from the front bumper plastic there. And then this can be kind of discarded or set off to the side, and we can get the new skid up here on our jack. Now real quick, before this skid goes on the vehicle is a good time to install the 6 provided M6 clip nuts. These are going to go in the 6 holes along the front here, so 4 for the access door as well as these 2 kind of toward the outside front corners. So these should be pretty easily identifiable in your bolt pack. That's the only 6 nuts in there. You will see, if you've never used these before, there's kind of a raised end and a flat end. That raised threaded end is going to go up or toward the inside of the skid, if you will. Basically, you take the open end of these and press it right on in line with your hole. And you'll slide that in right there until you hear it click, and make sure it is just a little bit loose so you know it's aligned properly. So you can go ahead and install the remaining 5 in that same fashion, and then we can get the skid up on the vehicle. So similar to the factory skid, you want to make sure that you get ours tucked in behind this front bumper plastic as you raise it into position. And then once you have that pretty well lined up, go ahead and start all 6 of those hex bolts around the perimeter. With those started, you'll then grab the logo cover plate and 2 of the provided M6 button head bolts from your bolt pack. You'll take the cover plate and slide it up behind the plastic as well. And you can start the 2 lower or back bolts, if you will, down here into 2 of those clip nuts. Then in the front 2 holes, as well as the 2 outer holes along the front edge of the skid, you'll use 2 more of those M6 button heads here, and on all 4 of these front holes, you'll find the oversized washers as well. Those are going to go through the plastic, through the access door, and into the clip nuts that we installed on our skid. At this point, you should have all of the mounting hardware started. You can then grab your 13 and work your way around tightening up those hex bolts, just paying attention to the alignment of the bolts in the slots and the kind of recessed bolts that are up inside of the round cutouts on each side. Make any minor adjustments there that are needed, and go ahead and snug these up. Then you can switch to a 4mm hex for those M6 button heads along the front edge here. I'm just going to tighten the back 2 on our access door and then do the 4 across the front. So once you have all that hardware tight, that's really all there is to it, and the skid install is complete. Now, as always, if you have any questions at all about this install or any other product we offer here at JCR Off-Road, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can always send us an email at info@jcroffroad.com or call us at 269-353-1184.